New information tonight on that East Lee County High School student kicked out of school for what he says was doing the right thing. 18-year-old Mark Betterson was suspended for 10 days after getting involved in a fight between two other students, one of them openly gay. That fight was started, say deputies, by 18-year-old James Griffin, who was also suspended and arrested for battery. 4 North Corner's Liza Fernandez joining us with an update on this tonight. Liza?
Emily, many were outraged to learn the school district's zero-tolerance policy on fighting forced Mark Betterson to be suspended. After 2 days out of school, today was his first day back in class, and as unjust as some may feel the whole thing was, the student at the center of it all tells me East Lee County High is better for it. A cell phone camera captures James Griffin punching fellow student Jonathan Colon twice in the head. The ruckus going down during lunch last Thursday at East Lee County High School. Jonathan says because he's gay.
After I got hit, I was stunned at first.
The video then shows, and police reports state, Mark Betterson jumping in between the two.
And then Mark came out of nowhere, and then they got into a fight.
Jonathan was just going to stand there and just get beat up. And if I didn't jump into it, it would have got serious.
Jonathan says when he got out of the hospital that day and learned both students had been suspended, he reached out to Mark Betterson.
I texted him and I was like, I'm sorry that you got involved in this, but thank you for doing what you did. And I'm going to try to do everything I can, to get people to be lenient towards you.
The next day, Jonathan organized a protest. After breakfast, he says many seniors sat silently, refusing to go to class. Their message seeming to get through to Principal Brian Mangan.
He expressed that he was touched by our unity and our maturity in handling the situation, and he was impressed that we weren't in here rioting.
After a 2-day suspension, administrators allowing Mark Betterson back to class Tuesday.
We've turned it around, and it's had a good result on us. It's had a good effect, too. I noticed that people are also more comfortable with being themselves, and that bullying is probably at an all-time low right now.
The Lee County School District tells me each student is entitled to due process, and it's not unusual for the length of a suspension to be cut once the facts are heard. Live in the studio, Liza Fernandez, Fox 4 in your corner.